The delete tool is probably the least understood of the tools, at least initially, and then it becomes pretty familiar. The way it works is that if you make some objects all in one kind of writing moment, and then if you click to a different tool and then come back and you do something else, these two objects are disconnected. And it doesn't seem like it because there's just a flat surface there. But if I go hit the X for the delete tool and click on the one, notice it only selects that one. Or if I click on this one, it only selects that one. And again, I can delete them both like I did there, or I could just select the one and delete it, and select the one and delete it. Again, to show you the difference between that, I know this is hard to understand, but if I started doing some writing over here, whoops, let's change to something you can see. If I start to do things over here, and I do things over here, I have not changed the tools, and so all of these you're going to see in a minute. When I go to the X and click on one of them, I select all of them because they were all done kind of at the same time. So let's say a teacher was going to highlight something. So she says, well, there's this and there's this, and highlights that, and then she says, well, let me go write some things down here. Right. And then she says, oh, and then let me create a shape or a little arrow. I would like to create an arrow, and I'm going to create, anyways, an arrow like that. Now, each of those things was done kind of by switching tools. So if I click the X, you'll notice that this thing is kind of unique by itself, and so is this one, and so is this one. But you can see how actually I've selected all three simultaneously, and I could hit the X, and they would all go away, kind of like select all. Or I could just click on this, or just click on this, or just click on this, and do them one at a time. So the delete tool gets a little bit of, you got to do a little practice, but it becomes a very helpful thing. And the big idea is that each time you switch tools, whatever you were just doing kind of breaks away from the next thing, and you would have to delete each of those individually.